factory, it contains foreign material, mostly plant pieces. So the first step is to clean the seed in a vibrating sieve. The seeds, smaller than the openings in the sieve's mesh, fall through to a conveyor below. The foreign material remains on top. A conveyor moves it to a storage bin, where it's collected for sale as cattle feed. The seeds pass by a magnet. It removes any metal that may have fallen in during the journey from field to factory.
When the harvest reaches the production plant, the fruit is washed to remove any dirt, leaves or twigs that were caught up in the collection process. The more stubborn twigs and branches that remain are filtered out using a grill which only allows the fruit to pass through.
To prevent spoilage, the onions are stored at between 34 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. When they arrive from the field, their first stop is a cooling tunnel, from which powerful fans remove the heat. The vegetables take about 5 hours to cool down to the storage temperature. The grower separates the onions according to variety and size, then either bags them for sale whole or sells them to a processing plant. At the processing plant, workers load the onions on a conveyor that leads to the peeling and cutting stations. A cutter chops off each bulb's top and tail simultaneously. It also scores the skin to prep it for peeling. The onions then move into a custom-designed peeling machine. It uses a combination of air and water pressure to blow off the skin. The onions then roll off.
Upon arrival at the factory, the pineapples go through a 10-step cleaning in chlorinated water. This washes away insects and frog eggs. Frogs like to lay their eggs in pineapple crowns. A final rinse with clean water removes.
May not pop, and if it's too wet, it could spoil when stored. In the factory, a series of oscillating screens sift chunks of cob and broken kernels out of the popcorn. The purification process continues at the gravity table. Its vibrating action, along with powerful fans, cause the popcorn to rise and float on air. In the process, kernels that are too heavy or too light gravitate away from the center and are shunted aside. The grains in the middle of the mass are the optimal size, but leaving nothing to chance, they go through one more screening. The kernels now head into a very different kind of sorter.
The consummate snack food. They have to be made with fresh potatoes, no more than 24 hours old. Otherwise, the chips will have black spots. After a brushing machine removes the dirt, the potatoes travel along a water canal to the peeler. They tumble around and around against the peeler's abrasive rollers until the skins come off. This machine can peel 12,000 pounds of potatoes per hour. Next stop, a machine that separates the potatoes by size. The small ones fall below to be rinsed. The larger ones stay on top to be cut. Then they fall down to the rinser too.